What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're gonna be looking at a video from Anton, and I want you guys to look at this because you gotta be a special kind of stupid to do some shit like this, and especially for LA. Look at this.
Targets for criminals, and they no longer feel safe in their own homes.
They're usually looking for money, gold, cash, safes, and designer clothing and designer bags.
Security footage shows masked men entering homes in the upscale neighborhood of Beverly Grove. They ransack the houses for any high-end items they can find. In this case, they're dragging a large safe.
The thought of somebody being hurt physically or killed by these men is very frightening, and that threat is very real.
Yo, the idea that they can get away with dragging a whole safe in the middle of the daytime or at night, dragging a safe at night through the streets is wild to me. I mean, listen, I didn't watch the movies. I didn't see some pretty abominable neighborhoods in my travels. I don't know if y'all remember, but some of my earliest content was urban exploration, meaning that I went into some of the darkest places, worst neighborhoods, most abandoned buildings, abandoned houses, churches, all of that. So I've seen literally all of it. In addition to actually growing up in Detroit and being able to go from the east to the west to some of the best neighborhoods, the worst neighborhoods, I've seen it all, bro. And to know that somebody can actually drag a safe out of an affluent neighborhood home in Los Angeles in the day or the nighttime is crazy to me, bro.
Hillary Delaney was home.
Let me tell you how heavy one of those safes are. Some safes can weigh 200 pounds, and that's for the smaller ones. But a safe that size can weigh at least 600 to 700 pounds. So imagine you lifting a safe that's 600 to 700 pounds in the middle of the fucking day or at night, and you're struggling to get that safe. That's not just a pick up and go. No, you struggling to get that safe out the house. And then, boy, you can't make this shit up. Ask me how I know, because I'm looking for a heavy ass safe. I'm looking for a gun safe.
When 3 masked intruders entered her backyard in December. She scared them away, but she says the same criminals are still at it in her neighborhood.
They never...
Y'all realize that this is in the broad daylight, right? This isn't at night. This is broad daylight.
They never found them. We still don't have a lead detective. And we've seen security footage from several other neighbors with these exact same criminals continuing to try to attempt to have home invasion style robberies with other neighbors, and we're extremely concerned about safety.
I think we feel abandoned. I think we feel just like anything else where the city has left services to go down. Police is shorthanded. The police officers are great when we meet them, but they're kind of helpless. So what? We're just out to fend for ourselves?
And that's exactly what they're doing. Installing extra security cameras, adding window shutters, building fences, and even placing spikes on top for added protection.
Lack of policing in the area that is motivating these burglars to do it because they know they're not going to get caught. And even if they do get caught, there's no repercussion to it.
I just had a situation where a fellow had a burglary. He was in the house. He scared the people away, so there was nothing taken. He called 911, and it took them 49 minutes to get there, and then they didn't want to write a report.
And here's
I'm trying to figure this out. For y'all to say that LA County or to say that California is safe for people, how? How? Because in other states, you will be able to shoot their ass if they come in your house. But here, you can't even have a gun without having registered, and then on top of that, you gotta have certain shit. Then you gotta start up. It's too much shit in LA. I'm sorry, it's too much shit in LA.
Here's the thing that's the biggest thing. Everybody keep telling me that you can't carry guns in LA. Is LA that restrictive when it comes to being able to protect your own property and to protect?
No, Anton, California is that bad. California is that. It's the whole damn state.
Protect your own stuff? Somebody in the chat let me know. Are you able to carry guns in Los Angeles? And if not, what are you supposed to do when somebody breaks into your home? Do you just like wave, hey, stop, don't do it? How do you get away with, how do they continue to embrace criminals getting away with this stuff? And then they let them back on the streets.
So then they, of course, say, "Oh, crimes are down this quarter," which is ridiculous.
Crime is not down.
Now, despite what you just heard, all of the residents...
Again, for the people in the back, crime is not down. The reporting of crime is down. And here's the worst part. They're actually facing layoffs, and they're letting attrition. Attrition means that the natural retirement of police officers, administrative officials, all of this stuff, like people leaving, getting other jobs, somebody going on disability, never coming back, and then you're supposed to replace that job. They're not replacing it because Los Angeles have a $1 billion budget deficit. So now the criminals are moving over into affluent areas. They're robbing you in daylight. They know that you can't do nothing to them. If they do get arrested, they know they're going to be out of jail tomorrow because of liberal policies, and they feeling comfortable. They feel absolutely comfortable doing what they're doing over in Los Angeles. But it's not just affecting regular, everyday people. You also have large groups of people that are targeting seniors. Check it out.
Last week, we told you about a scam that is specifically targeting senior citizens and their jewelry. Tonight, we've got new video from authorities. Tonight, Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez is live in Mission Hills, where police say they want to put a stop to this. Christina.
Yeah, we talked to detectives here, but it is happening all over. The suspects described generally as a couple, a man and a woman. She tends to wear longer skirts. You're going to see them in action with this warning from investigators. Listen.
We tell our kids, don't talk to strangers. We have to tell our parents, our elderly parents, don't talk to strangers. They're up to no good.
The warning from Mission Division LAPD as they share videos of distraction thefts targeting seniors. Over 140 reports from the San Fernando Valley to South LA, with more coming in from Orange County.
This is huge. This is a big group.
Just some of the suspects they're looking for. Close-up images taken from the same kind of videos Fox 11 was first to share with you last week, with the heartbreaking stories of victims, from Marcella Mitchell's 78-year-old aunt in West Adams.
By the time she realized her jewelry was gone, they were already gone. It was too late.
I want to give you two. This suspect targeting a 99-year-old Holocaust survivor in Beverly Hills.
And proceeds to...
Wow. So not only are people getting their houses broken into and taking big ass safes, but on top of that, the police aren't being replenished because of LA. Boy, if you live in California, I don't know how you do it. I would have got my ass up out of there quick. Boy, you can't make this shit up. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, Spotify.com. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.